Hello viewers and welcome back to another episode of Seasonal Gay Anime Spotlight, the show where I look at the queer characters of each season of anime and talk about them as they are in the first 4 to 5 weeks of the season. First, let's start off with a show that I'm still deciding whether or not it's queerbaiting. Rin, possibly Ko, and most likely Hazuki, from the second season of New Game. This time with 2 exclamation points, because second season.
The problem with these characters is that while they might be gay, the show doesn't really do anything with it, thus sort of only making it queerbaiting. Onto the characters themselves, it is heavily implied that Rin has a crush on Ko because of how she looks and behaves towards her, like with the possibility of Ko marrying a male upsets her. While it's probably only a one-sided love, Ko does seem to care about Rin almost equally, so there is room for the relationship to bloom, if the anime chooses to do so. Lastly, there's Hazuki, who is most likely gay for 2 reasons. She always blushes when one of her co-workers is being cute, and it is most likely the reason that she only hires young women, because she's gay.
Once again, it all depends whether or not the anime will do anything with these characters possibly being gay, or if it'll just dissolve into queerbaiting. I'll let you know in the next episode. Next up is Kyo Kirishima, from There Was a Beast Under the Skirt. No.
So this series features, in its first episode, a cross-dresser befriending a female college student, bringing her back to his house, and basically raping her. No matter how the anime plays it off, that's what it is, and even though the first episode is 4 minutes, it's really triggering. I am extremely disappointed and will not be watching any more episodes.
No. Third on our list is Yuma and Hotaru from NTR Natsuo Trap. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of this one.
The premise of this anime, whose episodes are 10 minutes each, is that these 2 female friends are cheating on their boyfriends with each other. While a story like this can work, the character of Hotaru makes some aspects of the show kind of uncomfortable.
She does unconsensual things to Yuma, like kissing her or fondling her breast, despite Yuma not wanting her to. Also, some of the action makes the anime seem more towards men who like girl-on-girl action as opposed to its supposed intended lesbian audience.
There is some intrigue to be had with those who still want to stick around and watch it all the way through. Like the fact that Yuma does seem to have feelings for Hotaru, and Hotaru is being abused by her boyfriend, and that might be the reason she's taking advantage of Yuma's kindness.
But for anyone looking for a non-drama filled and sweet lesbian story like Kazai-san and Sweet Blue Flowers will probably be turned off by this. Lastly, in what is a great surprise of the season, Yusuke Nisaka from Love and Lies. While the anime itself is mostly a guilty pleasure, Nisaka adds a nice addition to the cast that makes it a little fresh in terms of characterization.
In a world where your future partner is determined when you are 16, it must be hard for gay people to live in this world. Nisaka is in love with his best friend, our main character. Nisaka keeps his love a secret and can only express it by giving his love a light kiss when he's asleep. It's an unrequited love that makes the anime parallel to last winter season's anime, Scum's Wish, as well as other things.
We'll just have to wait and see if the anime does anything special for Nisaka, or if he'll just become the tragic gay best friend. I kinda have high hopes, and as of right now, he's my gay anime son, and I love him. Before I close off this segment, I should mention that I've heard that the anime Hitojime My Hero and A Centaur's Life does feature gay characters in them. Fortunately, I can't say anything about it because I'm not watching those 2 for reasons. My Hero because BL anime doesn't really do it for me like Yuri on Ice and Cardcaptor Sakura does for me. And A Centaur's Life because she's a fucking centaur, guys. I mean, come on. Well, anyway, let's move on to our next segment, recap of last season. The part of the show where I quickly go over the queer characters from the past season and say whether or not their stories concluded nicely or badly. But that does mean that there are spoilers ahead. You have been warned.
First off, we have Ymir and Astoria from Attack on Titan Season 2. Or as I like to call it, Attack on Titan, the gay season. Because Ymir and Astoria basically make this season. This season showcases their love and dedication to each other. Ymir turns into a Titan in order to save Astoria, and Astoria reveals her true self to Ymir because of a promise the 2 of them made long ago. Their scenes are the best scenes in the season, with Ymir's backstory and insert song Call of Silence being one of the most breathtaking scenes that I've ever seen in anime. There's a reason why they're one of my favorite gay couples in anime. On top of this, we also get confirmation about Reiner's bisexuality for a conversation between him and Ymir. And also, Marco shows up again via a flashback. Marco, my beautiful gay son, you left before your time. We also got Kase and Yamada in the ONA short Kase-san in Morning Glories. It's sort of like a highlight reel of the first 2 volumes of the manga that shows the relationship of the show's gardener Yamada and the tomboyish track star Kase. The video has no dialogue and essentially a music video, but it is truly beautiful. It uses watercolor-like animation, and the visuals are very smooth and clean. The insert song too is also very beautiful. This is the same woman who sang the theme for The Girl Who Left Through Time, so it's a song full of emotion. Onto the characters themselves, the video shows their growing attraction to each other, from their first meeting to the 2 of them sharing their first kiss. It's a sweet and humble relationship that I wish that the manga actually got a real anime adaptation. Fans of the manga, myself included, hope that if the video gets enough popularity, it will gain attention for a full adaptation. The video is currently at around 200,000 views, so here's hoping. Lastly, we got the English release of the Black Butler Book of the Atlantic movie, which had the transgender Grim Reaper Grail. Now, I haven't seen the movie yet, but I've read the arc in the manga, and Grail is just awesome here. She has a lot of energy, is badass with her chainsaw, and is hilarious 24/7. And yes, you better believe that she's gonna try to seduce Sebastian. She's a fun time.
Now we reached our last segment of the show, Shadow's Heterosexual Pick. The part of the show where I pick an anime that may not have any queer characters in it, but it's still pretty good. And this season's pick is Kitekure, Compulsive Gambler.
Based off of the manga of the same name, this anime is very stylized and has extremely high energy. The story is thrilling and full of adrenaline, and the main female lead of Yumiko is a blast to watch with her insanity. It'll be a fun one to watch as the weeks go by.
So, that's the end of the episode. You guys liking this show? If you do, like and comment about anything that you want to say. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more too. Catch you later.